The importance of the glycemic index for regulate blood sugar level and weight control. You don't ever wonder wetin dey happen for your skin after you chop your favorite chop or even that fluffy muffin. Well, for this video, I go to explain wetin be the glycemic index. I go to also talk about how the glycemic index affects our blood sugar level and also our weight. Lastly, for this video, I go to talk about how glycemic index be classified, and also I go to give example for the various chop the way you fit chop am, where it go make sure say your blood sugar level it go just be stable, and also chop them way when you chop am your blood sugar level it go high. If na your first time for this channel, my name na Mira Bekono. I be a registered nurse and a diabetes educator. For this channel, I dey talk everything where it concern diabetes, how for manage your blood sugar level, and also how for prevent diabetes. So if diabetes na a topic where you be interested in, keep watching. As we all know, diabetes na that sick way it dey affect our blood sugar level. Our sugar level for our blood it dey ever remain high. But if we understand wetin be the glycemic index and how the glycemic index dey work, then it go help we also for manage our blood sugar level. For make am better understand wetin way a glycemic index be all about, I go like am make we look am for this way. Imagine say you dey for table, you dey chop, you get vegetables, you get fruits, you get cakes, you get sweets, you get all these sweet drinks them. So when you decide for chop vegetable instead for chop cakes or the sweet things them, your body it go react differently, and na there where the glycemic index it come inside. Glycemic index it dey like that kilo. It dey like that scale where would use them for measure how fast our blood sugar level it dey rise when we chop certain foods them. So for simple English, the glycemic index na that kilo where our skin dey use them for measure how fast our blood sugar level it dey increase when we chop certain food them. We know say when we chop carbohydrate it dey go be broken down for our skin where it dey later turn into sugar, causing our blood sugar levels make it high. So with the glycemic index, it go help we for identify that starchy food them where when we chop am our blood sugar level it go higher. The scale for glycemic index it range na between 0 to 100. When we start for 0, it just show we how slowly we sugar it be absorbed for our blood, and 100 it show we how fast way the sugar it be absorbed inside our blood streams. How the glycemic index be categorized? The glycemic index be categorized now for 3 ways. We get low glycemic index, we get medium glycemic index, and also we get high glycemic index. Any chop where it dey between 0 and 54, that they consider say that chop it get a low glycemic index. When you chop where it dey between 55 and 69, that they consider and say medium glycemic index. And then when you chop where it dey between 70 to 100, that they consider and say that chop it glycemic index high. It means say chop them where they get a higher glycemic index like bread, Fanta, Coca-Cola, all these sweet things then, cakes them. When you chop them, your blood sugar level immediately after you chop them, it go rise up very faster. For the other hand, when you chop the way it get low glycemic index, it means say this chop them they release sugar for your blood very slowly. This chop them like a vegetable, fruits, even though we no be all fruits them they fall under the category for low glycemic index, but fruits then be considered as those chop them for low glycemic index. You get also legumes and whole grains. For understand the glycemic index, it be very important for people the way they get diabetes, or for any person where it is struggle for manage a weight. This na because when you chop the way they get that low glycemic index, they go help for not bring your blood sugar high, and also go put enough sugar for your skin. We know say na plenty sugar for our skin, it make we move gain weight. So if we talk now say for the place for the chop them where they get high glycemic index, make we concentrate for the chop the way they get low glycemic index. It go really help we, because our blood sugar level go the high constantly. Also it go help for manage our weight. But however, it be very important for us for also note and say this glycemic index na just one tool we would use them for manage our blood sugar level, or we would use them for manage diabetes. We get for understand say for manage diabetes, it contain plenty other factors them. For instance, like your portion, the chop where you the chopper. If you be person where you the chop plenty chop, then it go fine also for you for control your quantity for chop where you the chopper when you get diabetes, or when you want manage your weight. Even though where you go to chop the way they contain low glycemic index, so your portion control it be very important also. Another factor where it be very important for control your glycemic also now how you the exercise. Exercising now one of that things that way it find also for person where it want lost weight, and also for person where it is struggle for manage diabetes. Why? Because with exercise your muscles them they take enough sugar for use them for energy, so this sugar go continue for stay inside your blood, and when this sugar no continue for stay inside your blood, it go help you also for the reduced weights. Another factor we will get for taken also into consideration as saying, just like one name them be different, now so was skin them so that they react differently. Some person they where if you chop apple, it measure a blood sugar level, it no go high. But the other person, it take that very apple, it chop that apple, it measure a blood sugar level, it go high. So we'll get for understand also how our skin they work. If you be say you be that person where your skin they work faster for make your blood sugar level a high, then consider weight the way you the chop them. So you get for know your skin also, you get for know how your skin it react for certain chop them. All the factors then they be very important when we struggle for manage our blood sugar level, and also when we struggle for control our weights. Example then for this low glycemic index now fruits them like berries. We get strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries. Greek yogurt now also one yogurt where it gets low glycemic index, but be careful say you not take na Greek yogurt where they don't already mixed fruits them inside. It be advisable for you for take a plain Greek yogurt, then you cut your fruits them, fresh fruits, you add them inside the yogurt. Another example for chop where it get a low glycemic index na lentils. Lentils it get a low glycemic index. Also broccoli it gets a low glycemic index. So when you chop them, definitely your blood sugar levels no go the high. Make we look example them for chop them where they fall under the category for medium glycemic index. Remember also say arbitrary we say when you chop any chop where it fall between 55 and 69, then this chop them they categorize and say they get a medium glycemic index. Example for this chop then are brown rice, sweet potatoes, oatmeals. These chop them na chop the way they no go easily raise your blood sugar level, so they no fall under low glycemic index, and also they no fall under high glycemic index, but they in between these two index them. Lastly, chop them wey they get high glycemic index, wey it means say this chop them the range between 70 and 100. Now chop them like white rice, white bread, white spaghetti, and drinks them. Now chop them this way. When you chop them immediately, your blood sugar level it go rise so fast. And as a diabetes patient and also person where it is struggle for loss in weight, now this category for chop the way you supposed for avoid them, so that if you control your blood sugar levels fine and also control your weight. We get plenty other chops there where they fall for the various categories there. So it go fine for you for take your time set, you do your research so that you come out with those foods them where they go fine for your skin, where they not go to affect your blood sugar level. Where it means say if you struggle for lose weight, then you suppose for the chop them where they fall under the category for low glycemic index, when are the best option that. But still you fit chop them also for under the medium category. These two categories they don't actually get problem like when you chop the way it dey under the high glycemic index category. One thing we will also suppose forget them in our mind as saying, depending on how we prepare our chop then too, it go help for influence the glycemic index. For instance, I don't talk say broccoli or brown rice where it fall under the medium category, it fine for chopper. But if you go prepare these two chop them, you decide for put plenty oil, or you decide for go fry this chop then and fry them. Depending on how way you prepare the chop them, no also say it go to influence the glycemic index. So how you prepare your meals then, it matter also a lot. We don't talk also say it fine for chop fruits then, but it no mean say may you over chop fruits them. We get for understand also say fruits them contain a natural sugar. With this natural sugar too, it help for increase our blood sugar level. So when we chop fruit, they will really get for be careful for the kind of fruits the way we chop. Make sure say we chop fruits the way it get a low glycemic index also. And you know mean say the whole day you feed the chop fruits. No, maximum 2 fruits per day it be sufficient for carry you through. And also a fine for we for the chop the way they get plenty fiber. More remember say fiber it help for slow down our digestion process, where it means say it help me with blood sugar the rise up very fast. So that was it for this video for today. I hope say out of this video you don't learn something, you don't learn which be the glycemic index, and you don't know how the glycemic index it affects our blood sugar level. So when you chop the way it get a high glycemic index, it means say your blood sugar level it go increase very fast, and also it go affect your weight. But also when you chop the way it get a low glycemic index, your blood sugar level it go rise slowly, and where it go help also weight control. Share this video for people the way you know say that struggle with diabetes, and also people then with that struggle for control their weight, so that if it help them for manage their weight and also diabetes. Also subscribe to our channel. If you know say you know how to subscribe to our channel, click that notification bell so that anytime when we post a video you will be the first for being notified, and when you do so you no go miss any video where you post them. So thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll go see you for our next video.